Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Dromboy Productions, bringing you another Screaming Ghostface unboxing video. So today's video is going to feature a couple of masks as well as quite a few pieces of miscellaneous Screaming Ghostface stuff. I don't know what all is in these packages, and there may actually be more than just Screaming Ghostface stuff in here, because I know that from both of the people that these packages came from, both people said they were throwing stuff in for free as extras, so I don't know what all's going to be in here, but let's dive right in, why don't we? The first package we're taking a look at comes to us from my buddy Ryan Hills. Some of you may recognize Ryan's name, and some of you probably don't. For those of you who don't know, Ryan Hills is the head admin of the Screaming Ghostface Collectors Group, as well as just a good friend of mine. Ryan has helped me with a ton of different stuff here in the collection, like some of the Father Death costume bag insert pieces, the full stab standee. Also, Ryan's just got an amazing collection, and in here, we have a mask that is not necessarily for me, but this is something that I purchased from Ryan, so let's get into it. Ryan mentioned he was going to throw in some extra stuff for me to either keep or distribute through giveaways, just throwing it to friends. And I don't know what all we have in here, but at least I can see a costume bag or two. Everything is packaged within a large costume bag. These seem individually sealed, so I guess let me take these out. I guess let's just look at that stuff first. So outside of costume bags, we have a couple of pieces rolled up. I'm guessing these may be like costume inserts or something. So what we have here is the image of Drew Barrymore that was used for the cover artwork of Scream, as well as for like the poster art and such. I believe it was this image, and it was just heavily photoshopped. Ryan helped do some restoration on this image, I believe, and he just sent me this yet again as a free gift. I appreciate that. That is a cool picture, and surprisingly, it seems like people are just now kind of finding out about that. Okay, and we have a copy of the same exact image, I do believe. I think they are the same. I don't think it's different poses, so we've got two of those. I'll be sure to keep one and probably give one away. We got another costume bag here with something inside. Yet again, guessing this should be an insert. Yep, we have one of his deluxe Father Death costume inserts. If you guys are interested in picking these up yourself, you actually can get them from him. I believe these are the closest to the film that are out there, and he used a lot of different assets actually from the film on this image, so very, very accurate, high resolution, high quality. I've got one hanging up back here, and if you guys are interested, absolutely go grab one from him. I think he's supposed to be doing a stab version sometime soon as well. Yet again, another one in a costume bag. I'm guessing probably the same thing. Yep, we have another Father Death costume insert. Alright, so far just some duplicate items. In here, oh no, that's badass. This is the Beetlejuice business card. I'm sure some of you recognize this. He told me he was going to send a couple of these, so I knew about these, and that is pretty sick. He threw in like 3 or 4 extras, so I'll be sure to give a few away to some Beetlejuice fans I know. Now this is something I'm excited about. I don't have one of these, and I got to find somewhere to hang this up because it's just too cool. 100% cotton, as you guys know, from Scream 3. This was actually made using the actual files from the movie, I do believe. So, very, very fucking awesome. That's so cool. Thank you so much, Ryan. And we've got some more stuff before we get to the masks. We've got some cool custom tags, because Ryan does replica tags as well as custom tags. And check this out. Frightful Faces. This is supposed to be kind of like the Father Death actual mask itself. I guess if they were tagged. We got a few more tags here, and this one is really, really damn awesome. This is a replica Fantastic Faces tag for all of you people out there that have wanted to have a tagged Fantastic Faces, but, you know, can't afford to spend 5 or 6 times what an untagged copy is worth just to have this cardboard header tag. You can pick up these replicas from Ryan. And another replica tag here, we have the Father Death as seen in Stab the Movie tag. These are pretty fucking sick. These are custom made by Ryan. This was just kind of like one of his concepts. Obviously, that image there of the RDS character, that is the same thing that's used on the Stab Standee. That's the same file. And he took that as well as the original Stab font and made his own custom tags. And these are just pretty freaking sick, guys. I know you hear me say that about almost everything. And these are tags for knives. So like, if you wanted to bag a plastic knife, this is like a Stab scary knife. So that's pretty sick. A lot of cool custom created stuff by Ryan, as well as some replica pieces. And now we get to the masks themselves, yet again, inside of yet another costume bag. This is a beautiful, beautiful mask that I picked up, and this is actually the only thing in this entire box that I paid for, but this is not even for me. Here we have a absolutely gorgeous, very soft vinyl Gen 1 Fantastic Faces mask. So as I mentioned, I picked this mask up not for myself, but actually for a friend of mine, Mr. Tyler Nizgucki, aka Horror Suspect. I'm sure a few people have actually heard his name mentioned in the videos before, but if you haven't, go check him out on Instagram. He's an amazing cosplayer, just a very supportive dude, a great force in the hobby, and a Screaming Ghostface mask collector as well as you would have it. And of course, as any other Screaming Ghostface collector would want, Tyler wanted to have a Gen 1 Fantastic. But with the current market prices, it kind of seemed unlikely that he'd be able to get one, because it's just been crazy. Like, I don't know if it's just a bubble or if it's caused by the hype from the new film coming out, but the prices on these have skyrocketed almost 2 to 3 times what they were going for a couple of years ago, and they're kind of becoming unattainable unless you have deep, deep pockets. And a lot of people don't. Tyler's been a great friend. He's helped me out with a lot of different stuff. You guys have seen me unbox a few different pieces from him, like that Dawn Post Blood Skull that he went and picked up for me. And I thought, you know, I would like to repay that favor somehow, so my friend Ryan was selling this mask. He needed some money. Tyler wanted to have a Gen 1. I had a little bit of extra cash and said, okay, I'll pick up this mask on Tyler's behalf and he can just pay me back at his leisure, and my friend will finally have a Gen 1. So there you have it. That's what this Gen 1 is for. Nothing too crazy or too special, but it is a beautiful, beautiful, very soft vinyl copy. And I guess because of me being nice and helping Tyler out, Ryan decided that he would go ahead and send me a few other pieces as gifts, including this. Here we have an absolutely gorgeous, and I do mean like gorgeous, mint condition, factory sample Easter Unlimited mask. So this is basically just like a standard EU. I believe this is like a 2017 era, somewhere in there. And it's a factory sample mask, so it has no holes in the shroud. I know you guys probably can't see that, but there were no holes punched up here. It was never tagged. So yeah, just a very beautiful, still vanilla smelling EU. And I wonder if it glows. It looks like it probably does, but very, very gorgeous copy. Thank you so much, Ryan. But these Gen 1 prices really have become a problem. These masks have become almost completely unattainable to casual collectors unless you get really lucky at a Goodwill or possibly score something really cheap on eBay or something like that. You're really not going to have a great chance to get one of these without paying almost $1,000 at this point in time. So if you guys are tired of these prices and you want Gen 1s or you would like to see them come back, here's what you can do. Go to change.org and check out Bring Back a Fantastic Mask. I do believe that's what it's called on the website. And sign that petition. You can also check out the Facebook page Helping Bring Back a Fantastic Mask, I do believe is what it's called, which basically helps redirect you to the same petition page, but you can check out all the information there. Essentially, this is a project that's being spearheaded by Wade and Joe Nobile, and what they've done is contact Funworld about bringing back the Gen 1 Fantastics for a somewhat limited run. I don't know how many they would be making exactly. That just kind of depends on the reaction that we get, how many people are genuinely interested in putting their money where their mouth is and trying to get these brought back. But it would be a crowdfunding thing, so if that's something you guys are interested in checking out, go check it out, because I think it's something that would be really, really awesome to help out new collectors, as well as old collectors who maybe just want to have a full set of these colored masks like I do. It takes a lot of time and also quite a bit of money to be able to get these full sets put together, so if that's something you want to see happen, go check out that petition page. Alright guys, and with that first package out of the way, we're going to move right along to the next 2 packages, which I believe one of them is just one item and the box is everything else. So we're going to get that one item out of the way first. Both of these packages are coming to us from my good friend Nate Reagan. You guys all know Nate. Nate is the massive Scream super fan. He's had all the amazing Scream pieces you can think of. We've discussed him a few times on the channel before. Pretty much anything you can think of. The K&B masks, Scream 1 hero masks, robes from any of the films, knives, just literally anything desirable from the films you can think of. Nate's owned it at one point in time. And what we have in these boxes is nothing necessarily Scream used this time, but we do have some cool stuff, so let's get right into it. And first up, we have this, what I believe is like the second run Scream Stalker costume insert. I'm typically not the person to just buy parts of these costumes by themselves. I usually like to buy the whole thing or nothing at all, but this time I purchased just the insert itself, and unfortunately it's not even fully intact. As you can see, it is quite beat up. Not in the best condition, but this is an old original, and obviously since I'm trying to collect all the different Scream Stalker costume variants, I thought I may as well at least pick up this insert, because what is special about this is this little glow star right here. If you can't see it, which I'm guessing you should be able to, it says special bonus, gloves included free, a $2.99 value. So it's important for you guys to know, back in the day, not everyone was so privileged to get gloves included with their Scream costume for $20. No, you had to go and buy your gloves separate. This was essentially just the robe, the belt, and the mask. So at this point in time, the full costume was only $15.99, almost $16, and the gloves were $2.99. So with the gloves included, for $16, this is a pretty good price. Nowadays, it's $20 or better for basically the same exact thing. So as I noted, this is at least the second version, if not the second or third version of the costume card insert. The first version actually didn't even say Scream Stalker, it said Scream in Stalker. And it had one of these gold stars that noted that this costume was recently used in a major motion picture. So it was right after Scream came out. These were released a little bit later, so this may have been closer to like the Scream 2 era, somewhere in there. But yeah, pretty cool. Includes gloves. Here at the bottom it says accessory suggestions, glove and knife. So, yeah. And with that out of the way, we are into the final package, which yet again is from our good friend Nate Reagan. This is where most of the goodies are. I know there's supposed to be a surprise, if not surprises, included in here. So, yeah, I guess let's just start at the top. Set this box down, pull out the first item. Alright, and what we have here is an original black and red Ghostface spoof mask that is tagged, and this is the smiley version. And this one doesn't appear just to have a regular tag, but it seems to have a French-Canadian tag. So I think that's what it is. It appears to have some foreign writing, and it appears to be French, I do believe. So, an original tagged smiley. I actually did own one of these years ago as well, and I sent that off to my friend Tim Wagstaff as a gift. Alright, on to the next items. We have a few things wrapped up together. Let's take a look. Oh, those are a little bit thinner than I anticipated, but here we have what I do believe is German, but these are some foreign art cards that were released for the entire trilogy. Obviously Scream 1, just pretty standard Drew Barrymore. On the back it has a lot of different information. I can't read this language, so I don't know what all the info is, but full info on Scream 1. Here's the reason why I bought this trio. This is something pretty cool. We very seldom ever see any artwork or any promotional material with Maureen on it from Scream 2, but that was one of the more notable deaths in the franchise for me, at least, so pretty freaking cool to see an art card with her on it. Yet again, on the back, a bunch of info. Don't know what all it says. And here in the box separately, I can see it, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. We have Scream 3 with Sydney. Very awesome artwork. And here's where things get a bit unfortunate. Now the unfortunate part is, as you can see here on the back, there's some stains. Now how it got those stains is pretty interesting because it came about due to another Scream item. I'm sure that some of you out there have heard of the Jiffy Pop that was released alongside Scream 1 that was like a promotional item. It's one of the more sought after and hard to find like Scream promotional pieces. Well, Nate has one of those. I've been trying to get it from him for a while and he's not budging, he doesn't want to let go of it, but Nate had all of his different Scream stuff stored in the same tote, and I guess from temperature difference or just from age, sometime recent, the popcorn decided to leak some of the oil out of it, and it didn't affect anything else except for the Scream 3 art card. So, as unfortunate as it is, it actually ended up lending itself to me, I guess, because it's not my favorite from the set, and it's really sad the set is damaged. Because of that, Nate ended up throwing in this as a little free extra. What we have here is a black and red Ghostface tag style zombie tag. Now, as you can see, looks to be pretty basic, just like a standard zombie tag, right? Nothing crazy about it, nothing special, except for the fact that it has the January to March 2010 production date on the back. Now, by itself, this is just a standard tag, and it kind of is really unfortunate that it was taken off of the mask that it originally came with, because this was originally attached to one of 10 of the zombie-style production masks that were made for Scream 4. As some of you may know, maybe not everyone, they made quite a few different style masks for Scream 4. They had the main production style, which was the precursor to what we more modern day know as the collector's edition style mask, with that weird gauze type hood. Well, they did a zombie version of one of those for the film as well. 10 of them were made and produced, and they were tagged with this style tag. 4 of them were sent to the set of the film. The others were given out to different production members and cast. Wes Craven himself, of course, receiving a full set of the Scarecrow, the zombie, and the regular production style. And the other ones were all given away through Fun World, like doing either just straight up giveaways or some kind of competition or fundraiser events, etc. Well, this was received by Nate as soon as the ones were received to set, pretty much. He got his at the same time. I believe his did come directly from Fun World. I could be wrong on that. He did tell me the info, so it either came directly from Fun World or it did come directly from the set. But he got it. He untagged it immediately because he knew that they weren't going to be using those style masks in the film. And once they really got through like the full cut of the film and the film was fully edited, wrapped, and Skip told them, hey, we're not going to be using these in the film whatsoever, Nate ended up selling that mask without its tag, but he kept the tag. It was just sitting in a box of all of his other Scream and Ghostface stuff. So, unfortunately, it's not that special because it's just a zombie tag, but combined with that mask, it would have been really, really special because those were the only zombie masks like that that were tagged with those style tags. There were collector's edition zombie masks made and released to the public, but they were tagged with the later, like, maroon Scream 4 style tagging. So, a pretty cool piece of Fun World and Scream history. Unfortunately, like I said, it doesn't have the mask attached, but it has a cool history, and I just so happen to have a Scream 4 zombie mask back there that was painted in the same style as the production masks that were sent to set, and that was a gift to me from Fun World. It is tagged with the standard Scream 4 style tag, so pretty cool to have one of the originals to display alongside it. Alright, and next up we have yet another mask. I guess I forgot there was supposed to be this mask included as well, as this was kind of just a last minute throw in. It's been a long time since I've held one of these. A long time. So guys, what we have here is a 2011 original tagged ultrawhite mask. I know what you're thinking. An ultrawhite Douglas? Really? Why? Well, as of this year, they're no longer going to be producing the ultrawhites, at least from the information that we currently have available. So, I need one, and I don't have one. Over the years, I've owned tons and tons of these through, like, the 2011s, just later versions, so many different copies, and I've always either just given them away or, like, tossed them in with trades as extras and stuff like that. I've never kept any of them for myself, and I currently don't own any, so with them not being produced anymore, it makes sense to go ahead and pick up at least one. And this one actually does happen to be a somewhat special mask, as this is kind of a promotional piece. There's nothing unique about the tag or the mask itself. It does happen to have a production date of April 2011, which happens to be when Scream 4 was released, which is pretty special because that's what's important about this mask. So when it was time for the Scream 4 premiere, Nate worked with his local theater to set up a really cool little experience where he set up all of his screen use props in their party room, and you could come in, check out props, get some photos, and then go watch the movie, Scream 4. Well, he hit up Fun World before hosting said event and said, hey, do you guys happen to have any decorations I can buy for the event? Stuff to just set up in this party room. Fun World ended up getting his address and sending him back a bunch of stuff for free, including a few different costumes just to set up for decoration, a handful of these tagged ultra-white masks, as well as some foil Mylar balloons. Nate ended up giving most of that stuff away at the event just as it ended, kind of giving it away to people, or hey, oh, you enjoyed the movie? Here's a mask, or whatever it may be. But he particularly liked this copy, and he kept this copy all these years, and it's just been sitting in a box with all of his other old Scream stuff, and he offered it to me alongside all of these for the sticker price of $10. So I didn't pay any more than what it originally costed, and with the cool story attached to it, being that it was technically a promotional mask that was given out by Fun World for the premiere of Scream 4, it's kind of got some cool history attached to it. Wouldn't make it any more expensive, but it's some cool history still. Also, technically, with these masks making an appearance in Scream Resurrection, it was kind of necessary for me to get one anyway to have a truly full, complete movie and TV mask set. And it looks like we got the last item here in the bottom of the box, and this must be a gift because I don't know what it is, and I think I just figured it out. Oh, now that's cool. And I never thought I'd be holding something like this. This is kind of out of my realm of collecting. Definitely unique to the collection. So guys, what we have here, what I'm holding in my hands that you probably can't see very well, is the original Green Band Scream 3 trailer. So that's right, this is the film trailer for Scream 3. That's so fucking cool. Nate, thank you so much. I've been offered a few of these over the years, mostly for like Scream 4 and I think Scream 2, but I've always passed it up as it's just kind of an odd thing to me, collecting a commercial. You're buying an ad. You're buying the physical ad. I own an ad. It's just so weird to me, so I've never bought anything like this, but it's always definitely intrigued me, and it's pretty fucking sick. I don't own anything production-wise or screen-used-wise from Scream 3 or Scream 1, so outside of that, I've got something that was on set or from the production of everything else Scream-related, and while this technically wasn't on set, this is pretty damn close to like a production piece. So Nate, thank you for parting with this, knowing that you have like the coolest fucking Scream 3 collection, the original hero costume and all that other shit. Come on, dude. Thank you so much. Well guys, I think that about wraps it up for today. We received quite a bit of stuff, a lot of gifts, a lot of really, really cool stuff that I didn't expect to get thrown in for free. And we ended up with a couple of extras of some stuff, like the Father Death costume bags. So, what I'm gonna do is a giveaway very soon. I don't know how soon, but I want to do a giveaway with Stab costume inserts, Father Death costume inserts, and Stab premiere tickets. I don't know exactly what all is going to be in those packages or how many of them there will be, but very soon I will be announcing that giveaway here on YouTube as well as on Instagram, so if you guys are not following me on Instagram, please take a moment and go do so at Drownboy Productions. And yet again, a massive thank you to Nate and to Ryan. Guys, go check out Ryan on Instagram as well as on Facebook, and go check out Nate on YouTube at Reagan Productions. Love you guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll